Hi, I'm Chris Baggio with Keller Williams and the Crawford Lorenzo Home Selling Team here in Morristown. I want to welcome you to this month in Morris County real estate. So we're going to look at the data through the end of October. This is single family houses only. So let's get into it. So for Morris County, estimated market value, median market value, 738,000. That's up 5.4% year over year. At the end of the month, there were just 477 active listings, and that represents 1.54 months of supply. I quickly looked at the previous month, September. So at the end of September, we had over 500 homes on the market, now 477. So that was a 12% decline. What are we seeing right now? We're seeing the interest rate cuts are starting to filter their way into the market. It's bringing some excitement back in for some of the buyers. And as we get towards the end of the year, supply traditionally starts to drop off as we head into the holidays. So if you're thinking of selling your house, now's a great time. I know some people don't want to do things around the holidays, but that supply versus demand picture is very, very favorable for the sellers right now, as it has been for a few years, and that gets exacerbated as you get towards the end of the year. Let's drill down into the specific towns. So Morristown, estimated market value 959,000 and change. That's up 5.8% year over year. 36 active listings, again, single family homes, and that represents a months of supply less than two. Once again, 1.78 months of supply. Anything less than 4 months is a seller's market. Moving into Mendham, where the prices are at $1,063,000. That's up 8% year over year. Months of supply back below two. Last month it was creeping up closer to 3 months. Now it's below 2 months. Randolph, 863,000. That's up nearly 8% year over year. We're less than 1 month of supply in Randolph. Chester, 1,040,000. That's up 10% year over year. Just 11 active listings at the end of October, and a little bit less than a month and a half worth of supply. And rounding it out, Morris Plains, 755,000, up nearly 6% year over year, only 12 active listings and at 1.17 months worth of supply. So you can see things are still very, very tight here in Morris County. I will say if you or anyone you know is thinking of selling their home, whether, I know it's getting late in the year, we're getting close to the holidays, but if you want to get a head start on the spring market, I'd love to help. I'd love to have that conversation. Please send people my way. Chris Baggio, Keller Williams Metropolitan, and the Crawford Lorenzo Home Selling Team. I can be reached at 973-798-9539. Again, that's 973-798-9539. And as always, thanks for watching.